What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I am doing Huddybear Gaming News episode 4, and today we are going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch revisions, or in other words, the Nintendo Switch Pro and the Nintendo Switch Mini. Now, these two systems have been rumored heavily, and everyone's claiming they have leaks of them, and I'm just coming here and giving you what I think these are going to be. Do I think systems are coming? Yes. The current Nintendo Switch that we have right now is an amazing console, but it could use some upgrades. It could use a better version or something like that. And we're going to talk about the release dates, price range, what I think they'll be like, what games they'll be sold with, things like that. And without further ado, let's just hop right in to the first one. But before we do, I want to thank you guys for 100 views. We hit 100 views, I think, yesterday. I don't know, but we're at like 120 something now. So thank you guys so much for that. I think I'll go like 100, 1,000, somewhere on from that. But thank you guys so much. Keep watching my videos. Make sure you watch when I get monetized. Make sure you watch the ads all the way through so I can get money. And also, make sure to like the video. Go ahead and go down there right now. Just like the video. Let's see if we can hit 3 likes. We again did not hit the goal, so let's see if we can hit 3 likes this video. Make sure also while you're down there to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can see when I come out with videos. Now, without further ado, let's hop right into the first system I think is going to go on, and that is the Nintendo Switch Mini. I think it's going to be the first system, the first revision released, and we're just going to talk about what I think it's going to be like. First thing, I think that the Joy-Cons will be detachable, or in other words, you will not be able to take them off. They are connected to the system. Now, all the leaks say this. I think this is pretty obvious. This is obviously going to be something that comes with the Nintendo Switch, is that it doesn't have Joy-Cons. What does this kind of change about the system, though, that makes it different from the other one? The main thing I would say is, A, motion controls will probably be a little bit different, and B, there will not be any co-op. So in other words, no multiplayer on the same system. This will be a one-player console. And the reason why you're probably confused, why are we showing Super Mario Party gameplay? Well, that's because that game would be one of the games that probably would not be able to play on the system because A, you have to have a Joy-Con, and B, it is a 4-player game, and it's not that much fun with one player. Now, I think they'll fix that with the next Mario Party game, and probably fix that to where you can play it on the console. But, yeah, as for right now, that game cannot be played. The next fact I think would have to do with this is that it would be an undockable system, meaning you can only use it in handheld mode. Now, with the detachable Joy-Cons and an undockable system, you'd probably think this is a terrible console, but really, it's like playing imagine playing Breath of the Wild on a 3DS and it looking good. That's what this is. It's like basically it's a 3DS, except A, graphics are better, B, better games. I mean, honestly, I think that's a steal, and also I think it'll be a cheaper version. But other cool facts is that I think it'll have better battery life since it is a handheld console, and because of that, I think it needs to have better battery life than 3 hours. I think it at least needs to have 5, and I think they can do that. Now we're going to talk about the pricing. I think it will be sold at about $200. Now, the regular Nintendo Switch right now is sold at $300. So it being $200 would really think people who liked handheld consoles, this would be a really tempting price. Now, when will it release? I think it'll release this year, and here's why. Other handheld consoles like the 3DS are released mainly with Pokemon games, and Pokemon Sword and Shield, that we've heard from the developers that this game will be more fun in handheld mode, meaning this would be an amazing game to sell with this console. Also this year we have Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was on the 3DS, and then the first Luigi's Mansion was originally on the GameCube, but it was ported to the 3DS later on. So yeah, that's also a very big handheld game. Another one is next year we have Animal Crossing. It's not too late next year. It's only 3 months into the year. I think this could also come with the Nintendo Switch Mini. And I think this game, Animal Crossing New Leaf, was great on handheld mode. It's kind of fun, so you can pull it out and just every once in a while check your village or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. And I think this console, this is definitely a tempting console for me. This is a console I would really want to have. And yeah, I think this is a very smart move by Nintendo, and I think it's going to happen, and not just happen, but happen this year. Now, let's move on to the next console. This console is the Nintendo Switch Pro. I think the Nintendo Switch Pro probably, it's not going to be a Nintendo Switch XL, as in a bigger console. I think it's going to be the same size, and here's why. Because if they sell two consoles that can't be undockable, as in can't be played on a screen, then no one's gonna like it. And why would this console be undockable if it was bigger? Because if it's bigger, it wouldn't probably be able to fit in the stand, and they'd have to sell a new stand with it, and it would just be crazy. They'd have to sell new Joy-Cons that would be bigger sizes. It would be crazy. I honestly don't think it would be good. They should just go ahead and stick with the same size and make it as better as a console as they can. I don't think it's going to be bigger, but I think that they get rid of the black outcrop surrounding the screen and make the screen bigger. Now, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you would know what I'm talking about. When you play it in handheld mode, the screen doesn't actually expand to the corners of the entire console. There's a black outcrop surrounding it. I think it would be really wise to get rid of this and give us a bigger screen. I also think it should have better battery life for sure. Every single console needs to have better battery life than the original Nintendo Switch. It was terrible. Also, I think it should have better graphics as well. And for what I'm talking about, I think that they could maybe even make it 4K. I don't know. Just in the handheld mode, they could make it 4K. I don't know if they will. I honestly am fine with 180p, and I think that's probably what it's going to be at. So yeah, I think better graphics, just period. Get rid of the backdrops in all the game. Like in Breath of the Wild, when you go into the Korok Forest, it's like all of a sudden the game just starts majorly lagging, has this really bad backdrop, and yeah, I think they need to fix that with this console. Also, with the Joy-Cons are the same, and it will be a dockable system. I think it'll look almost like a regular Nintendo Switch, except secretly it'll be better. When will this release? I think it'll release in 2020, next year. And why is that? Well, at E3, we got an announcement for Breath of the Wild 2, or just the Breath of the Wild sequel. We don't exactly know the name for it. This game would be perfect to go with that console, but what other game would be good to go with that console? And I think that would be a Mario Odyssey sequel. Now, I don't think a Mario Odyssey sequel is going to come after Breath of the Wild, since I just don't think that usually it would be easier to make a Mario Odyssey game than a Breath of the Wild game or something like that. But I think a Mario Odyssey sequel also happens next year, and I think it gets announced in either September or November or December. Whenever we have the next Direct, I think it gets announced. What will the pricing for this be? Now, I'm currently saying $350. It could be $300, but the $300 is the Switch, and maybe if it's $300, the regular Switch price drops down to $250 or something. But for right now, it's definitely going to be more expensive than the regular Nintendo Switch. But honestly, I don't think I'll get this because I'm fine with my regular Nintendo Switch. It's still an amazing console. But there are going to be a lot of people who are pro gamers who might want to get this, and yeah, I think that's also a wise choice by Nintendo. It is going to be expensive though. So yeah, that is it for this video. What do you think about those two consoles? Comment down below which one you would get if these two consoles released. And make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can see when I come out with videos. Make sure to like again so we can hit 3 likes at least. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.